right, I'm doing the thing that I always tell y'all to do. Just do it. So things are not prepped. I don't have makeup on. My hair's not done, but I want to talk about Charlotte Mason and me and my experience with Charlotte Mason. And so I always wait until my hair's done, I'm makeup ready, camera ready, and I never get all the videos done for you because I'm worried about looking a certain way. And I'm tired of that reason. So here I am, hat and all. Charlotte Mason and me. So I did not know about Charlotte Mason when I started teaching school, which is kind of interesting because I have an education degree. So I have a degree in education for secondary schooling, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of classes and methods and Montessori and all kinds of things that you learned when you're getting an education degree. But Charlotte Mason either wasn't ever mentioned or I missed that class perhaps. I'm not sure, but I was not taught about Charlotte Mason. Whenever I started teaching Spanish on my own is when I had the freedom to recognize that the series method that Charlotte Mason says to use is very effective. And so I would use it all the time where we're changing colors or we're changing a noun or we're changing a verb, but we're repeating the same basic idea to make the new vocabulary meaningful. So I used that method. The other method I used was the personal learning dictionary where any word that you look up, see if I can grab one over here. So this is the one that I used to make. I would just go to Walmart and get these notebooks cut in half, and then the other side I would rebind. So I'd make two notebooks out of one notebook, and I would provide those for my students in public school as well as in private school because they could write little. It's just a nice size, so they would write the Spanish on one side and the English on the other, then they can quiz each other. And something about the size, things being small, right? Flashcards are small, this is small, bingo cards are small. Everything that's small is very comfortable. And that's the third part of Charlotte Mason that I have is small chunky bits. Everything's 20 minutes or less. You're attempting small information and the atmosphere is good. So I guess that's four things. The atmosphere is comfortable. You don't need to be stressed out. You have a habit of responding well to your teacher. There's a mutual respect, your teacher or your parent, whoever it is. If those things aren't in place, then absorption doesn't happen. You're just beating against a wall of trying to do Spanish. And yeah, you're doing it and you're checking it off, but nobody actually can ever speak, which is why so many of us did Spanish in high school and can't speak. How did I learn about Charlotte Mason was I already had See It and Say It produced. So way past when I started teaching public school, way past when I did private school, and then all the way into where I'm creating my own curriculum and making it for other parents because they can't come to classes. So I'm providing the manual and the audio and all those things, and I'm at a convention. So at that point, we're pretty far along the journey into not only homeschooling my own 5 children, but also promoting Flip-Flop Spanish. Spanish Geniuses did not exist yet, but just Flip-Flop Spanish, to See It and Say It. And here comes a lady, Catherine Levison. And so she wrote, the handbook on Charlotte Mason, the guide on how to do Charlotte Mason effectively. And if you can't read the volumes yourself, the six volumes, then you read Catherine Levison's book. I didn't know her either. So I'm at a convention in my booth, and here comes Catherine running down, maybe not running, jogging, trotting down the aisle with my flashcards in her hand. And she's like, "You're here, you're here." This is the most Charlotte Mason Spanish system I've ever seen. And I was like, "Oh, hi. I'm not Charlotte. My name's Suzanne. Nice to meet you." She's like, No, I give talks across the nation on Charlotte Mason, and this is the most Charlotte Mason method I've ever seen. Like, you're amazing, and this is wonderful. And I was like, well, I really like this lady. She's telling me I'm amazing, and I was like, okay. And so she told me that she always tells people to use these flashcards. I was like, well, thank you so much. And she said Charlotte Mason this and Charlotte Mason that. She's like, you do everything like her. And I thought, well, gosh, I need to call her. Let's look her up. Is she here? So I did not know there was a Charlotte Mason method or that she had passed away or anything about her. So that's the cool thing. It turned out that my method was validated by an entire methodology that I did not set out to follow the Charlotte Mason method. It turned out that my method was already that way, and great minds think alike. It's just saying that it proves that it's correct and it works. And so the series, the small, the personal learning dictionary, the small short amount of lesson time, and then all the hands-on things. So mine aren't as physical as far as she's like open the book, close the book, read the book, whatever it is. Mine's more physical with the flashcards you're moving around on the table. So you're seeing it and doing it. You're seeing it and saying it. So it's called See It and Say It. But turns out everything else I do in my own homeschool is also backed by Charlotte Mason. The only thing I didn't realize is the narration. We talked it through. I call it a Socratic method, but it's the same idea. The Socratic method is the Charlotte Mason method. So anyhow, that's how I was introduced to Charlotte Mason, was through Catherine Levison. If you don't have her book, I highly recommend it. I'll put a link down here for you to go grab it. It's not an easy read. I shouldn't say it's not a quick read, but it's a very easy to get through book because it's not as well, it's modern day. It's a lot more modern day, and it's not British. So it's easier for us Americans to understand. And Catherine does such a great job of telling you the high points, the most important points, and it gives you the ability to immediately add those things into your daily homeschool. So that's Charlotte Mason and me. And after I learned about my method matched her, then of course I went back and read all the volumes, and now I'm just smitten with especially the nature studies and all the parts, laying down the rails and having the habits already formed before you have to even worry about schooling, doing the things that are expected to be done, and it just naturally flows into it. And then the mother culture, of course, was also a great addition to my thought process and my life, knowing that there are other parts that really enrich your life, and they're confirmed again and again and again. So when people ask me, what kind of homeschool do you have? I call it Charlotte Mason with a twist. Because we're not staunch, we're not strict. We do some things that are not 100% what Miss Mason would say. But I think modern day Miss Mason would agree with what we're doing. So I hope that helps you, and gives you a little bit of feedback of how I became a Charlotte Mason homeschooler and all. I got a text. All right, got a little text from the kids that made me go, uh-oh. So even though they're teenagers, you don't like hear the crashes anymore, but you get a text and it says, whichever kid is going to wash out his mouth. And I thought, what? And then I need to go back and read it, but it's okay. I think I'll edit this part out. All right. And this is crazy. Let's see. Edits. It's okay. Everybody loves the bloopers, right? I like bloopers. Okay.